The fuck is that?
What else can I say about it? But what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Akane vision.
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. So I think it was synced up in time, I guess, the weird way to put it now.
Oh,
Akane
this
is
is
now in this incinerator about to solve whatever this thing is, as we are in the incinerator out trying to solve what
about
the
to
other hell
solve
is.
whatever the fuck this is.
Right.
That's
It's like a
fucking weird
computer.
and stupid.
At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-seat device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. I was petrified. My tears poured down my face, but I'm still alive. I wiped them off even as my foot took the place and forced myself forward. Finally,
We'll
I reached it.
survive. I
Lit the
won't just
screen.
lay down and die.
It was blank. I will survive. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. Oh, I'm mad now. All I can see is the screen's reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives me home. Okay, Juby, just calm down, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up. Did you mean me?
That's fair.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes. All right, back to this thing. It's only showing up now. That's got to be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it? Hey, move. Got wild intensity. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around. Okay, it's still on. There's nothing on the screen, though. This is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, let's do anything about it. So I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll beep. Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen,
That's
though?
fair. Oh
What
boy,
is
another
this?
oh fuck.
What's
another
up?
puzzle.
Oh, yeah. Sort of puzzle. Got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across the 5x5 grid. Numbers range from 1 to 8. You think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah, well, we can hope, right? Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, the goddamn voice again. Hey, just to let you know, incineration will begin in 13 minutes. Bye now. Who does 2-minute intervals? We set the timer for 18 minutes. Shit, 13 minutes.
Right?
Can't really do this? My heart feels it's gonna pop. Oops.
Whoops.
My heart, there it goes. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Junpei had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick, but at the start of the screen, it's completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice. Hey, what are you doing? It was muffled and turned around. Pressed against the window in the door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me? Oh, I don't know what to do. His voice he was yelling, but his voice was still muffled. It's simple, really, but I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine. His laughter was muffled by the door, but still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears. You're a terrible person. I hate you. Oh my, how could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see, I've even left you a way out. A way out? Didn't you hear me? All I have to do is solve that puzzle. Do then you can stop the incinerator. What's the point of stopping it? You only catch me and make me do this all over again. I'm not going to listen to you. You're just going to throw me back in here? Might as well just die now. I'm not doing it. I'm not eating the vegetables. My goodness, have you listened to anything I've said? I told you I'm a fair man. If you solve the puzzle, the verification function in the red will turn and activate. This experiment is to deliver valid results. There must be a chance to success. Succeed, you will escape. The verification function on the red. Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets to the red. So you don't remember, right? Right now, there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, the second is 3. So, Akane, what's your number? Look down at my left hand. The face of my bracelet showed a 5. 1, 3, 5, 9. Press the door with a 9 on it. I'll grab the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
And
You really aren't one for listening, are you? I heard Hongo's muffled voice from across the room. God, what a condescending asshole.
what a condescending asshole.
Sorry, what a condescending asshole. Oh, I told you, didn't I? When you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you? What an idiot. Like a child. Why are you doing this? You can never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle. Do it. I can't know. Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenic field and find the solution. Just do it. I can't. Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's going to be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it would be very painful.
He says that with way too eager. He's way too
Yeah.
eager for that.
Just access the field, dummy. His horrible laugh echoed across the room,
Just
even after his face was screwed
access
from the
the field.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes. Don't forget. 10 minutes. Bye. I was trying. Great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my feet pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor. I just can't. There's no way I can't figure this out. What are they gonna do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was gonna die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart warmed my chest and felt pounded to itself, to pieces. And we're entering, I think, the final puzzle. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get to, the jaw jump he had given me. At last, I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Help me. Jumpy. Help me. Help me. I said help. Jumpy. Please. Help. Jumpy. And that was the final cry. Akane. Akane? Who the hell is Akane? You wouldn't know. It's a long story. Don't ask Seven. He was to give it the short version, but it's not actually a short version. It's the long version. Don't ask him.
That's a fucking weird ass. Who the hell is Akane? You mean the girl we were just talking about literally minutes ago?
Yeah. Some lows don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake might have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where's he go? Maybe over here? Akane. Can you hear me? Can't say something. Something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit. Akane, answer me. Akane. Akane vision. Jumpy? I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. Jumpy? I screamed as loud as I could. Jumpy vision. Akane? Akane vision. Jumpy?
This is weird.
Jumpy vision. That's her. She's there.
That's
Akane vision.
fucking
Then that
weird.
means Jumpy vision. Akane. Akane, are you in the incinerator right now? Jumpy, Akane vision. Yes, I am. How did you know? I couldn't believe that he knew that. Jumpy vision. And I understand what sentiment. Right, there's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane. I think I get it now. Incineration will begin in Akane vision. 7 minutes. Jumpy, we don't have time. As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator. Jumpy vision. Got it. And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonu game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. Kind of weird. Also unbelievable. A bit stupid. But whatever.
A lot
I
of
can't believe it.
unbelievable and a lot of bit stupid, but you know.
There's only one possible answer. Zero is Akane Kurosaki? You created the history of the future. My girlfriend? My girlfriend? First she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now in the present time for the past time. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. It is all some sort of insane plan. I will save her. I will save Akane Kurosaki. I must save her, no matter what. Incineration will begin in... It doesn't matter. 6 minutes. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Junpei, back to him. Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? I'll just give you a few minutes, okay? Back to her. Okay. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with feelings for him. That's alright. I get it, but wait, he's like 18 now? Come on. My heart burned with feelings
I
for him.
would say like 22.
Yeah, he's like 22. You're like 9, 8, something like that right now. You should probably think about it. Back to him. All right, time to get to work, Junpei. Let's what's this do? They talking to me about something? Whatever, doesn't matter. Get out of my way. Hey, what do you? Just trust me, all right? I'm a professional. So I mean it's not, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, all right? Let's have a look at this thing. We got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. Just think to switch this out? I think this isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it. Think of what I did all those times before. I'm going to do this on with my own mind. I'm going to solve this problem. Alright. So yeah,
Seek a
that's
way
it.
out.
So now we're seeking the way out, try to solve the puzzle. But yeah, this is
Alright.
the crux of the Nonary game, is us saving her.
That's okay, so that makes sense. I understand. I get it.
But
Also,
first,
that's
these
fucking
spots would be great.
stupid.
Yeah, they're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. The square at the bottom. Why does it stay blank when I press hint? Pressing the hint again makes numbers disappear. Looks like I can turn them on and off. Is there some special meaning to there being two modes? What could it mean? So I will say to you right now, I have not done this puzzle because this was a puzzle that was changed in the original game.
Oh, okay.
I will go over it in a moment here after we solve this one, because maybe they talked about it later. Who knows? Don't flip the hint off. All the empty spots click on the bottom right. Does that mean they're supposed to match? We need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. So if I switch, oh god, he's been talking. Switch the yellow square, the numbers that show up in the hint change too. Looks like the numbers are affected by adjacent squares. For example, when I switch out 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. So I'm gonna take a guess here. We can probably figure it out here. This might be a good spot. It's probably all these other squares add up to the digital root, and that shows what the center is here. So this is 9 right now. And we can't move this one. Can we move these? We can switch these out. Okay. I don't know if
yellows. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. We can switch out all of them except for this one, which is locked into place.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 digits. So I don't know if we're trying to add it off to one thing or what. Are we trying to make them all 9? Maybe. I don't know.
Might be one you might have to look this one up.
I could. I would say I do want to try and solve it, but I will say also.
I honestly don't fully understand.
From what I can gather here,
what it's doing.
We can use this one as an example. 1, 6, 8, 3. We add all of these together and we get 18, and the hint so is a 9. So its idea is in the center it adds up to a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So and the other aspect is these letters are probably hexadecimal as well.
Yeah, they're hex.
Leading up to how it adds up to 9 or something else. I don't know what we're trying to add it up to, if anything particular. This is puzzled up top. I just need to make all digital roots the same. Okay, so yeah. But what number? The other square affects all hints around it. Wait. But one square doesn't get a hint number. The 9th spot on the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. So the 9th square has a different rule. If only I know what number goes there. I think this one? Oh, because I can only switch it this, huh?
Yeah.
I can only switch it with this one? Okay. Okay. So we have to equal them all up to, I guessing 9 is the idea here.
Okay.
I don't know if we can just,
brute force
it.
I mean, you probably could. It'll just take a minute.
Yeah, but I could probably also just look up a picture of this solved, I assume.
Uh-huh.
And get to it that way. It's probably the best to just kind of work outward from here. We could go through it slowly, methodically, if we really wanted to. I don't know if we really want to here. Because in all honesty,
do you really want to? Because I still, I'm getting it, but because I don't know what the end game is supposed to necessarily be, I know our guess is to hit 9. We could still be here a minute.
It could take a while. So I will say, we could solve it, try and solve it, but since it's kind of the end story part of it, and we kind of really do want to get the end story bits, might just kind of cut through this and I will just look up the solution right now and see if I can't find it.
Okay.
And while we do that, I will explain, I guess, because why not, that this puzzle wasn't in the original game.
What was the original?
It was the final puzzle to lead up to the big thing of, saving Connie and all that, was Sudoku. It was a Sudoku puzzle. So after all that heart-wrenching moment, on screen would appear a Sudoku puzzle. Like a full one, mind you, but still. A 9 square, which each block consists of 9 squares itself. That was it. That was the best they did.
I mean, I guess.
But it's an absolutely, that's it. That's the problem. That's the one Akane couldn't have any help of doing on her own. It's pretty dumb. So I'm
You
gonna
could
reset this.
argue that she was in a very large amount of stress.
Yeah, but it's so dumb. It was so uneventful. Let's see. Click the P. All right, the one at the bottom. I'm just reading a guide right now. It's the S. Read the D at the bottom. With hints. It's supposed to be a 9 at the end. W. There's a W. The 5. And R. With the 7. Oh, the bottom. Password's 9. There you go.
It was 9.
It
Okay.
was 9. There you go. Yeah,
Cool.
I assumed it was 9, but it might not have been, technically speaking. Password. The password is, I think it's... The password is 9.
Password is 9.
That's it. That's it. What kind did you get it? Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, you really solved it for me, but I covered everything you did. I just have to press enter. Like, Junpei, what are you waiting for? Push it. Akane version. Okay, I will. Don't be so pussy, though. God, I can't believe I loved you. I still do. Sorry, Junpei. Okay, I will. I hit the enter key. Didn't mean that. It was just out of anger and stuff. Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled. Good job. You solved the Sudoku puzzle. Oops. I mean, not Sudoku puzzle. It was absolutely stupid. It was the worst. Junpei. Because you get from escape room to all the dialogue to Sudoku puzzle. The simulator sit down. It worked. Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. Well, I just lay there laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. I'm a survivor. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. God, I love him. I'm like 7 or 8.
Yeah. God, does he make my girlhood trip? What the fuck is it that Helga said? Makes my girl.
Oh God.
Tripper?
Something like that.
Something stupid like that.
Can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. God, I love her. Wait,
guess how like my skin's about to be on fire in a second.
Oh boy. No other time to think about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane. Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to put you on hold for a little bit. Call back later. What? Oh, of course, that's fine. Wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously. I bet he's calling some other bitch. Even though I knew he couldn't see me. I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bases hunger left behind. Huh. Right. Bye, Akane. Back later. Love you. Not you now, but like future you. Because it'd be a little weird.
Future you when you're good
more.
looking.
Yeah, it's just talk later. Like 9 years later, probably, actually. So, hey, anyway, some of the lawyers don't look particularly happy with me. Not very nice. Look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys. Jeez. Junpei, are you okay? Ah, said it. Right. Okay, I guess we were talking to ourselves for a while.
I mean, yeah.
Presumably. Right.
We were shouting
so maybe
at
we have the reason to be pissed off. So what if I didn't press the enter key yet? Alright, nothing hiding me back now. Here goes. Huh. 90 seconds. Huh. That's not good. Hmm? It doesn't sound like it's stopping. They didn't say stop. No, they didn't say stop. I'm pretty sure that was continuing, commencing. Well, what the shit? Why isn't it stopping? Maybe put it a few more times. I hit the enter key hard enough.
Maybe
just hit it again.
Hit it hard enough.
Just tap enter harder. And again. And again. Maybe one more time. 4th time? 5th time. Not working either. So I'm still going off. What the hell's going on? Did I waste the full 30 seconds just mashing the enter button? Why the fuck is this stopping? I sure did. Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. I didn't even look for it. I guess we didn't look at it again. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Think Clover Me 7 on Lotus. Then, 2 or 9? No. That's it. Are you ready? Are you ready for the bullshit?
Alright, give it to me.
That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
Fuck
It's
you.
hidden. But an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that... Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red end. Incineration will begin in 30 seconds. Ryan, guys, get to the door. It's not a number. It never was.
It's a hex that's...
It hexed us. Man, I still hope they can just trust me in this one or we are all fucked. All right, no time to explain. Just go. Quick, verify your numbers on the red. Verify? Who? Who? A combination. All of us. We need to verify. Sorry, I can't see it. That's Squeechy. All of us. We need to verify. Sorry, he's just had that shrill voice to him. Why? You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it. Hurry, 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 hurry. Go, 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 go. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. So they didn't say it yet, but yeah, it's not a number. I believe if you try to figure it out and piece it together, I believe it's Q.
Fuck
Has
off.
been disabled. So also they might say it here in a moment, and we can go over more bullshit. But yeah. Oh, thank fucking Christ! It stopped. Woo! No time to be happy. Time to go. Hurry! We only got 9 seconds before they closes. Go! We can open it again, Junpei. It's not like God. You really need to calm down right now.
No,
He is high off of the morphogenetic field. Remember, kids, don't get high off of the morphogenetic field.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up.
Some hard stuff right there. And there goes the door. No, come yet. We're not done. We still gotta find the dead. That was right there. You did? Woo. Ah. Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Shit.
Yeah. Man, the guy still can laugh when he wants to. With that Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. I think he's shaking his head wildly. I just want to take a nap, but... Akane, can you hear me? Akane? Akane, I'm in... Tunnel... Reception... How could I feel? But nothing. Nope. Back to one vision. Oh, here you go. Back to Kane. Be honest real quick. I'm probably going to do a quick save as a precaution.
Yeah, that's fair. Because literally anything can happen at this point.
Oh, yeah. But I do believe this is it. This is epilogue.
This is the end. Okay, cool.
Why would I want to do that? Oh, but maybe. No. Door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother. Akane! Oi! I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms. Also, he said he was dead. Oh, Akane.
You know,
Put my face
there's
in his chest
that dead
and cried
on her
again.
fucking arm just getting...
Yeah, it's 90 seconds.
Make
my
her
face
pop.
Kind of cried. Steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. Wrapped my arms around him as far as they could and held him tight. Be there for like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body what it seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay here in arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my face began to count down death. I looked away from him, looked around. The door had already closed. I saw the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get there and scan the basics. After Juan's hunger dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Beep beep. Ah. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open. Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run to Hongo again. Or he was right. It was time to get moving. The mist on Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spouting stairs to freedom. Boop, boop. Back to Junpei. Time for more running. They can get us out of here. No wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is someone talking? Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something? Stuff back there was really confusing. Would like to answer. What's up? That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why did it open? Yeah, all 5 was verified numbers on the red. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 26. Makes it just root 8. It shouldn't have opened. That's not like the Lotus. I thought you would have. It's hard to talk about. Money, they figured it out already. Huh? Why? Because you were the person who taught me the idea of bases. Bases? Yeah, what are you 2 numbers in base 2? 0 and 1. How about base 10? That goes from 0 to 9, right? Then how about base 16? 0 to F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from B, C, D, E. You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B, 11, 12, D, 4, so on. So what about it? You don't get it? What if we kept going with that pattern? What if we go all the way past base 16, all the way to base 27? Base 27? Yeah. Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F 5, G 6, Q, I, J 19, K 20, M, L 22, and 20, P. And finally, we'll come to that. Q! 26.
Really,
And what does that
just
mean?
went up the whole alphabet. Okay.
Yeah. It's long staircase. You got
It's a
time.
long staircase.
And we're running, got some breathness. That wasn't a 9 on the door. It was a Q. A fucking lowercase Q. God,
Yeah, that's
what
bullshit.
are these? The biggest bullshit. Hardest malarkey. So, the problem with this one, unfortunately, or I say fortunately, depending on how you put it. Remember at the very again, Japaneseisms. At the very beginning, he had told us it was behind a 9. The problem is, in Japanese, the way you say 9 is Q.
That's fucking
so the way that you said it, it's behind a Q. He meant the English Q. So
oh my God.
It's something that doesn't really work, unfortunately, as well. It still looks like a Q, and they do work it well enough, unfortunately. But yeah,
it's one of
it's something that might have been
play with their fucking
more
language.
revealing if it was Japanese and we knew exactly. You can definitely hear him saying Q a few times when he says 9, if you want to hear it though. But yeah, 9 is Q, which can also be as Q in English. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, heavy breath take a short now. I feel like we just really had to get this on, huh? But my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe it's just short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Just gotta think about just June at the top, right? Just gonna be there, totally.
Fucking, that's just like, sorry to derail the story.
Go for it. We're ending Endgame, and I have a lot of stuff, so.
The show Hyoka has this like, it's not even like a big story. Just one of the characters, about his what her uncle had told her about in regards to their little classic literature club, and they have like a little anthology that he named Hyoka, right?
Okay.
And the whole thing is that, oh, how do you say Hyoka in English?
Oh.
Ice cream.
Oh,
okay. it's a fucking pun or a wordplay. It's not ice cream, it's ice cream.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
dumb.
That's fucking stupid shit.
You gotta love it. It's visual novels translated from Japan to English. There's definitely no issues happening anywhere, especially when there's puns and wordplay related.
No problem whatsoever.
So time for the next hint of nonsense happening. Piece it together. You're almost there. All right, I'm gonna open it. Yeah, we're finally here. Please do. See, look at big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open? You're gonna open. Damn now. Do it! So time for the next bullshit.
Is she just there? Did she just poof into existence?
I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was always. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. Squeeze? I was so happy I felt like it could melt. My heart was at peace, and only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us had been kidnapped. But finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. At least last cry echoed out the crossroads, and then it was gone. It's over. And it's over, I whispered. Yeah, it was over. I don't know why Snake is looking at it. It's a little weird, but okay.
You can hear at least that direction, and I'm sure
its
thinking sounds pretty violent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. The future series. This is where she began the process of the 9-year game to make the nonary game. And for us, yes, finally air. God damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Gotta admit, it doesn't look right like... What? No way. You gotta be shitting me. What? It can't be. This is... We weren't on a boat at all. We're in some sort of desert. Probably Nevada. This is the building of the Nevada Desert. We're in the building Q. The mock experiment building. The building Q, by the way. It was there the entire time. We were here in building Q.
So the only danger was the bombs in our stomachs.
The only danger was there. If they even were there to begin with, actually. Technically, they were.
Where the fuck did all that water come from?
Because remember, no one actually died from the bombs. Except for 9-Man. Because they were supposed to. Also, the water is a recreated facility, too. So, and remember how the water kind of just stopped at a midpoint without any issue? It was controlled. It was all very controlled water control, so there was no actual flooding.
Jesus Christ.
That's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I'm a bit crazy. The morphogenic field's got me on a bit of a high right now. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? They just see something fall? Alright, our bracelets. I guess I never really got a good look at the underside of one of those. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip like an ATM card. That's it? There's nothing else. Nothing even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures. Akane. So they were never actually technically in any real danger. They weren't anyways from the bombs. Going through a tunnel? I'm losing. This must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing a voice from the wind.
That's stupid and I hate it.
So yeah. So the only person technically had a bomb in him, I believe, is the Night Man.
And possibly Ace.
Possibly Ace. Just in case, maybe.
Just in case.
But everyone else, you, as the people, were safe. That's 999. There's a little end credit scene after this. But yeah, it's just this. So we can watch this if we want to, or we can just try and see if I can't skip ahead. We can do this time to discuss the story and all that.
Okay, so I really like this game. Really like the story that they had going for. It lost me a little bit with the fucking time travel.
Yeah, a little bit there. It's fine. It kind of just goes there immediately. It's not the morphogenic field, at least, is introduced, and they kind of use it within the game. And so it's kind of like, and there's like a few things, the glycerin, whatever it was, the Ice 9, the fucking looking at blobs on picture. All that was at least
here and there,
kind of used to help you ease into a morphogenic field point. Then throughout it, of course, there's the experiment 9 years ago. It keeps getting replayed and told to you. Don't really know what it is, but you know it's there. Then you get little bits of information throughout the game, so it never feels overwhelming. But then you do get to that moment of Akane vision of, I could see, this is what time is, by the way. And it just goes there. Without any real stopping or breaks, it goes, I could see all possible time futures and whatever. All possible options. So it kind of just jumps a bit.
Just a bit. Just a tiny bit.
Just
you
a
know?
little
It goes
bit.
from telepathy to fucking time.
Absolutely. So it's...
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was completely on board with the telepathy shit.
Yeah.
Maybe
No. Because like it keeps it straight. It never really. It goes like, that can't be real, right? But it still works with it until that moment, and then the time travel and go, what? Wait.
Yeah.
What?
And that completely comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Guess what though? There's 2 more games, and they don't stop using it. Are you okay?
Oh,
come
cool.
on. This is nothing. Really? Yeah, you don't look okay. It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at this town as the sun slowly set. How'd it look then? He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Well, let's see. Looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then you just kept growing and growing and growing. What does that even mean? Junpei grinned and... Ow. See, I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy. Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, did you think so? I had to do something. Jumpy vision. Look at the Nevada desert go past. There was just a car there too, for the convenience, by the way. It was placed there by probably Zero, Akane, Santa.
I mean, the other one, there was a paddle boat there. Didn't even need to be that.
No, but it was just assumed there because ship. Weird. Either way, look at the Nevada desert go past. This is all epilogue. You can probably save
all
here,
epilogue.
Just get a nice save file.
Will it give us the ending or not yet?
I don't know. Let's see.
Not yet.
No, okay. We have to finish it probably.
Yeah.
With an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. It was nice someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are screaming across the desert. Lois over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I was thinking we would let her drive. Clover's driving.
Why are they letting her drive?
It's a desert. What's she gonna hit? A rock? A cactus? It's so awesome. Driving is so great when there's nothing around. There's no speed limit. It's like we get to throw to people in accidents, but in a car. What? Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? Can't hear you over the bumps. This car jumps a little even little. I think I'm gonna get crushed to death. Hey, son, I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up. Why don't you drive, Seven? I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law. You gonna let the kid drive?
You're gonna let the kid drive.
I guess he's 18 technically, right?
Yeah,
He doesn't have. He doesn't even have an international license. Oh, because he's not probably from Japan. No, because it's Creative Pharmaceuticals, probably an American company, given the incinerator was in English. So he was, I guess he was a detective trying to handle a Interpol kind of case, maybe. I don't know. Either way.
Or something.
It's weird. I guess we're in Nevada, so we're in the U.S. right now.
Because this is Nevada. There's a chance that the ship itself was somewhere in like international waters where law doesn't mean anything.
Hey, could have sat in the passenger seat. Oh hell no! There's no way I'm giving this seat up. Let's slow this. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June needs to be somewhere down the road this way ahead of us. Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it. Then we got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we? Sure thing. So yeah, they're not with us, obviously. Santa and June.
You know, I assume Santa would have died.
This is fair.
I mean, there was no reason for me to believe he would have.
There was a lot of setup for it, right? That he was gonna die or something. Yeah, feels like it would have, but no. They both are alive and just out and about, away from us, though. They hightailed it, gone at this point. Man, I didn't think a car like this could go this fast. We're still throwing up a lot of dust. Back to Akane. It was a couple hours after we run to junior high students. They'd been hiding the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenched to kitten and gasoline. When we saw that they were doing, Chippy ran up to them furious. So they were the ones who harassed the bunnies, probably too. I think that's the idea.
That's probably what it was.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could. Help me, officer. Please, you have to come with me. Policeman and I head back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling lumps. Couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me. I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth. His mouth where teeth had fallen out. Yeah. I guess I coulda. Why didn't you? I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up real good. Because of what they were doing to the kitty? Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind the murders of our first semester, remember? Oh, you mean the bunnies? Yeah, the bunnies. He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind. He asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told him. They said they do the same thing to you that they do to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive him for that, so I... Back to Junpei. That's a lot more serious thing again, by the way.
Yeah, that's a lot more serious.
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I'd say Kentaro Hongo. Why did you create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas? Why aren't you asking yourself? Well, yeah, I guess I could. He's still in the trunk, I assume. Yeah, he is. It's tied up, so I'm assuming with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. Looks like he's just given up. What if he even cares what happens to him anymore? Hey,
he killed 3 people and he's not gonna get away with it, I'm sure.
No, and also his whole plan failed, and he was led astray. He was led by the puppet strings by Zero the entire time. Who was
a
9-year-old girl, 8-year-old girl back in the past. It's weird. So yeah, he lost. He lost considerably.
Very hard, actually. Yeah.
Absolutely. You go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were here. Answer me. Who you were. At least look at me when you talk, man. I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expression of others. That's it? Yes. If you want to put it simply. But if you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective conscious... I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. So yeah, he did it.
Shit reason to be kidnapping.
He did it. He owns a pharmaceutical company, but he then invested alongside an investor to then look into morphogenetic field, which I guess is proven to exist. But so he could cure his prosagnosia.
But instead of going for actual medicine or technology that could find, he went for fucking magic.
Yeah, the magic nuts. He's the guy who, back in the day, looked towards alchemy when there was someone actually making medicine.
Yeah.
So he's it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
And it's weird because he would be the guy funding the man making
medicine.
But he would look at the alchemy and be like, oh, Shit, what you
Oh
doing over
shit. You got some gold over there? That's pretty cool. Can you cure my illness? I mean, maybe with... Oh shit, that's enough for me. What about the medicine guy? Fuck him. It's little nonsense. But he's also a sociopath, psychopath person, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's
We just kind of mock that up to psychopath and just kind of keep it as is, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
My next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two, so if I can get out of my way. It's for you, Seven. Throughout the whole Alice thing, what's the deal with that? Well, 9 years after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic, like a lot. Like, jeez, man. I also found out about Gordane and Alice. You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Hongo wants to say something? Alright, fine, let's talk, but you gotta behave. What? Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. I think it's the one we probably found too. Maybe? Who knows?
That was the one we found too.
Yeah. There's nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora of the family Solanaceae.
Oh, Mandragora.
Mandragora, there you go. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that to extract soap oil. The creation was tremendous during my firm. So basically, they acquired the Gigantic back when he was trying to do the morphogenic fuel thing. And he found them Mandragora, whatever, plant in the coffin, which was the Alice, I assume, is the idea. And from there, he made his miracle medicine that made his company rich. So I guess that's where he got more funding from and stuff like that.
Most likely,
It's going back on. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Back to Akane. Here, this is for you. What's this? This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei. Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm. Junpei, are you sure it's a for you doll? Maybe that's Japanese too, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lady at the top said so. That means it's for you, right? It's just not a voodoo doll. What? Oh, shit. Oh, well, so it's like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right? Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then. I also should have put my hair in it and spat on it and then told it, like, chanted it, put in the blood circle and then sacrificed my own blood to it, huh? Shit. I thought that was weird.
I thought that was weird. I didn't know if you'd like it. Shit, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, fuck, man. Quick warning, don't eat the cake. Wait, give me this anyway. Just don't eat.
In fact, let's not go to the birthday party. You know, the punch is probably bad too. You know.
Yeah, just don't. Look, it's very iron.
Don't touch anything.
It's very weird tasting. It tastes like blood. Just a thought. Just don't do it. Why you give me this anyway? It just seems really sudden. Well, you know, after June, we aren't gonna go to see each other too much. I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I thought I'd, Okay, how about we call it June then? Okay. I wanted to give you this. Sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie. Yes, I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this.
Sounds like a joke he'd make.
Me. Yeah. Especially when he's talking to the girl he likes, right? As a young kid. So we always together. Oh, Junpei. If something bad, then hold and pray. I go, wherever you are. So here, take. I reached my hand out and picked out the doll gently. Thank you. Thank you so much, Junpei. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears steamed down my face and fell into June's tiny yarn body. Oh, Junpei, I'll never forget you. I promise. Junpei looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words. I'll never forget you either. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of an evening, just 2 of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched the signs of the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of town began to flicker on. Man, where are our parents?
Where are our parents? But I mean, I guess it's a small Japanese town. They're probably as long as they get in before the sun goes down, they're fine. With
local 8-year-old 8th graders fucking gaslighting cats. So
yeah, those 8th graders are probably in prison now, if not dead.
Oh yeah, probably dead. I'll be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned. That's the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now. It's June. How? Was it because I tapped in the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? But alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. Like, real insane. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what 7 remembers? They can make sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, 7? You look satisfied. No. No way. The idea is that he was in on it too and lied. He couldn't. Hey, look over there. There's someone next to the road. One last little bit. Huh? What? Huh?
One last little bit. Oh.
That's 999.
Cool.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yep. Just there. Just there she is.
The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. Desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on the shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was.
So that's just for fun.
There was
no real point to that. There was none. She's just there. She's just there.
She's just there. I mean...
yeah, fucking morphogenic field is just went all ice. Fuck it, right? So, that is the end.
Don't forget your towel. That's
the achievement.
All right.
See if you obtained this playthrough after saying the game will start from the beginning. Please select the save slot. You can just move it to the other one.
And that's all of them. That's all of them.
The Akane ending and the coffin ending we didn't get, but it's there. And now, this is it. The whole thing.
That's the whole thing. That was I like that. I really did enjoy this.
Yeah. Like, it's, like I said earlier, it plays within its bullshit well enough that it doesn't, usually, with the time travel it did a little bit, but it plays with it well enough that it just doesn't feel out of place completely.
Yeah,
it all builds up slowly.
Weird, but...
You get little hints here and there, and save for stuff like the Q's being a Q, because it's 9, and it's not 9, it's the Q, and stuff like that. It works well. It doesn't really have faults in its own line of reasoning, weirdly enough. It makes sense. You can follow along. It does.
Like, this was... Like, I know they're known for a lot of their strong storytelling. They proofread the shit out of it.
Oh,
but that felt like it went through a good number of passes before they greenlit the story.
Yeah.
So they worked everything out.
So it's good writing overall. Characters are pretty fun overall too. There's a lot of weird mystery that does happen. Like Ace, at first, you really don't know anything about him. Then suddenly, oh shit, he's the killer.
Yeah.
Clover is very much the innocent thing until Snake dies or thinks he died, and then turns killer. And then Lotus always has a killer boner, but actually a killer.
Always has the killer boner,
but doesn't actually kill anyone in the end. You know, it's just how it is. It's just they're fun games, like I said, and this is, I would say, still probably the best of the trilogy because it's self-enclosed and everything is just here. You can say there's technically loose ends. Again, Santa and June, we know nothing about anymore right now. They're gone. They're left before you.
Yeah.
You can only assume Ace gets his comeuppance in a sense. If not already, he's kind of a dead man in the sense that he's lost himself already. But he's definitely also going to get tried and stuff like that. Is the opening. And the mystery of, I guess, everything else is kind of resolved. Again, all ice being there is weird. That's not explained here at all.
Yeah.
There's an explanation in the second game, though. I don't remember how early or later it is, so I won't say anything about it.
That's fine. We can always, we're gonna go through it eventually. So
eventually, yeah. But otherwise, I think all mysteries have been resolved in the game. I think the only technical one is why Santa and June are still on the run from you, in particular when she absolutely loves you and you absolutely love her. But that's also kind of explained in 2 a bit more too.
Oh, is it?
A bit, yeah. I don't know. I don't know when it is though, so we'll see. But yeah, no, it's a solid game. And like I said, there's 3 total games of this. I will say there was a special game. I will try to look for it if I can. That was a browser only game that was made to promote the second game coming out. Uh,
Really?
it was a browser only game, very quick, I think. Not very long and very little substance, but it was just there for person. I would try to find it. Don't 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 think it has any the same quality in any regard to this, by the way. If I can find it, we're gonna talk about it. If not, then maybe next time we do anything, I'll show it off a video or something I can find or something. It's very dumb. But otherwise, we can check anything else here. I think maybe the escape will just say the endings or little videos, maybe.
Third class cabin, second class cargo room.
But I think this is the escape rooms themselves. We can go through again.
Maybe, or they might be the story bits.
Oh, this is the I think these were the opening and ending sequence stuff like that. The B rolls and trailers, perhaps. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else here right now. I'm totally down for the other ones. They're fun, all of them. I enjoy them. They do get progressively nonsense with the bullshit happening though.
Mm-hmm.
Just as like this is the beginning of the morphogenic field. Boy, do they love it in this 2 and 3.
Do they love it.
Absolutely. Can't get enough of it. Drenched it up. Shoot themselves up with it. Getting high with time travel.
And you said there's more of it in the sequels?
Yeah, there's a lot more nonsense happening all the time. But they're fun. Again, it still works within its own weird bullshit. I don't know how, but it just does. They do well. Good games.